Slavery is a choice. That's why the title of this video is New York is going to be a paradise for the poor. Remember back when Kamala Harris was talking about equity and nobody understood? They're like, did she mean equality? And no. She meant equity. Equity. This is why I said it's called the creep of communism. She was proposing this years ago. When you put these proposals out there, it can literally, in small increments, change the mindset of a normally rather reasonable person. She started to warn people up into the fact that maybe it might be better for you if instead of you being poor and then other people being rich, how about we just make everyone around you equally poor? That way, none of you guys can look down on each other and you just all won't have shit. See, that's what it's like in my home country. We don't have to pay for housing, and you get a voucher for food. And with that voucher, you go to the store and you have the equivalent of like government cheese. You get a certain amount, a certain weight of a meat, of a protein. You get bread, and that's your rations. And you're going to figure out how to cook and make that stretch for the week. But you don't got to pay for housing, and you don't really got to pay for food. And if you do work, the average Cuban makes on average about $17 a month. There's no Cubans there, just foreigners, because the ticket's about $300. That's most of the year's salary. That's more than a year's salary for the average person from the island. There are more people than you think that want to be slaves. After watching a communist become elected in New York City, and then a communist mayor in Atlanta offer to do rent freezes just so he can get reelected today, I start to realize that slavery is a choice. Years ago, Kanye said that, but nobody wanted to go into what he meant. Slavery is a choice. People will rather choose slavery over having to think for themselves, figure out things for themselves, decide where they're going to live and how to take care of their kids individually. Responsibility is hard, but slavery is easy.